Okay, Andy. Good morning, everyone. Online students, can you hear my voice? So the last class we are trying to explain polymorphism, where three keywords are under the control of a compiler at compilation stage. So private variables, private methods, private constructors, private classes, private variables. The variables which are declared with private keyword are known as private variables. These private variables are accessed by the methods of same class. In real time, private variables are used in bean classes and Pojo classes. I said one statement. Private methods which are declared with the private keyword are known as private methods. These private methods are accessed by the non-private methods of same class. So theory. Now, example program here. So, small program to demonstrate private methods and classes. Right. So I am taking one class like this. So some display, I am taking one class as a display. One package is there. The package is test. So inside this package, I am taking one class now. I'm taking one class. The class is display. I'll take one method here. One variable I will take it. into some k is equal to 10, I will take it. Now this is private variable. I'll take one method here. Void m1, if not m, void m. This is one private. Now we had one package, another package, always m access. Under this we had one class. So that is demo polymorphism 1. Now, whenever we want to access this variable outside, whenever we want to access this method, this is not available. Yes or no? Na? Yes or no? So that private components will not come out. Already you know. Private components means inside the class only they will not come. So this is they will not come out. So let me try this. They will not come. Of course, all these are under same project only. Project same only. Some single project, but two different packages. So private means they will not come out of your classes. Here I am taking one display here. In this display, I will take private into some k is equal to 10. Private void m. So displaying system.out.println. I am displaying from private here. Private method m. So I am displaying k now. Now system.out.println, the value k is equal to plus k, like this. Now this is. See, one warning came, means indication indirectly. The method m from the type display is never used locally. Indirectly, you must use locally. That's the meaning. Private methods are used local to the class. Now I'll go for main method here. New class demo poly1. I'll take it. Now import test.display. I am importing the display. I can import one class to another class. I can import. This class is imported from here. We are importing. Import doesn't mean that. Import means display class is available to demo poly1. That's the meaning. So that class is available. Internally access is available or not, we don't know. So that depends upon again access modifiers. So you can import it like this. Import test.display. You can import. We are making the display class available to demo poly1 anyway. Now under demo poly1 we are creating object. Here we are creating object. So display some dp or d is equal to new display. I am creating object. So object can be created for that class anyway. Now d.m, I am accessing the method. So whenever I access the method, error will come. the method M from the type display is not visible. Can you see that? Right. So it cannot be accessed. So private method will not come out of your class first. So this is error. Private method call is error. Then how to access this now? Sir, how to access this? Suppose, let me try the inheritance also. Let me try inheritance. Inheritance means here extends from display. This is inheritance only, no? Extends from display. I am extending. So I am linking the two classes with not only import, I am having a parent-child relation here. I am having a parent-child relation is there here. I am using extends also. I am using parent-child relation. So in the parent-child relation, generally, we create object for demo poly 1. Generally, we create object for demo poly 1. Demo poly 1 dp is equal to new demo poly 1. So dp dot m, not main, dp dot m. See there, the method m from the type display is not visible, means private method not coming out. At any cost, private method is not coming out anyway. Whenever I linked with inheritance also not coming. Already you know the theory that will not come out. Then what we have to do now? Private methods are accessed by non-private methods of same class. So inside this display class, you must take one extra method here. You must take one extra method here. And this method is a public method. This method is public. I am declaring it as public. So public methods can be accessed directly. Public methods access available directly. So this access is available. That access is a public methods will come out now anyway. So public method, what I declared here now, here, public method. So public void display. Now using this display method, this dot m I am calling private method call. Private method call. I am calling this private method, no? Right. So the method of same class calling this method. Now here you can call d dot display, means this is public method call. Public method call. Now the answer will come. So what you observed here now, what is the rule now? Sir, when we want to access private methods of a class, we must declare non-private methods in the same class to access the private methods. All of you understood this statement, right? Okay. Now, suppose I had one protected. I had one protected. Protected int z is equal to some 100 I had. Protected. Now, I am taking one method here. So, protected show. Protected void show. I am trying to display the protected. System.out.println print ln, I am writing protected method. Protected show. I am displaying the protected variable. So system.out.println the value z is equal to plus z. One protected method I took it. I am displaying one protected. Now let me access that protected because I declared one protected variable here. One protected here. Int sum z is equal to 100. This is protected anyway. So protected. So I had a method here now. Void show. I had a method known as void show. This also one protected. Protected. Now what is the rules of protected now? Generally protected are accessed within the same package actually. Protected is accessed inside the same package. If I call protected, what happens here? See there, d dot show. Dot show. Whenever I say d dot show, the method show from the type display is not visible. It will not come out of the package. Now I'll write extends from display. Whenever I say extends from display, the method show from the type is not visible. Protected not coming out. D show. Void display. Not visible for the type. Demo. Poly1 dp is equal to new demo poly1. Now dp dot show. I'm creating object for child or not now? See that? I'm creating object for child now, right? Child can access protected. Observe this point now, right? This is protected. Protected method call. Now this is child class object. According to inheritance, this is child class only, no? Yes or no? Na? Right. So child class means what? Protected available to child. If extends keyword is there, protected available to child. Protected available to child. So this is possible. The information is through this program. Private means accessed inside the class, protected inside the package, but protected can be used by the child classes declared outside the package. The statement available in the package chapter. Anyway, we are writing program on private. No, I included one protected. Why write separate program on protected? I written it. Correct. So that's the information. 1 minute. Okay. Now. One minute, and wasting time. Right. So this is the program. If I run it, Okay, see there. So finally, I written one program as display.java demo poly1.java. This is one main class. So let me run this program. This is the output. So private method and protected method. Small diagram, we paste there the nodes. So this is about your private variable, private method. In real time, we never use private methods. So private methods are less used, almost we never use. The reason, whenever we want to access private method, we must add non-private method. Means you are increasing the code size indirectly. Whenever the code size increases, execution time also increases. So we are not preferable to use private methods. Somewhere choice not there, we have to give a protection for the methods. Means then we use private. Option is available to you to use private now. So this is the information about your private method. Okay, right. Now go with private constructors, star mark IMP. Private constructors. The constructors which are declared with private keyword are known as private constructors. The constructors which are declared with private keyword are known as private constructors. Are known as private constructors. The constructors which are declared with private keyword are known as private constructors. Private constructors. Now look here. Suppose I am taking again rule. Right. Now see there, private constructor very important anyway. Suppose I had one package here. Again, some package. I had one more package here. That is a Maxis. Inside this package, I am taking a class now. Some test, I will take it. C test, constructor test, I am taking. I had a class here now, demo poly 2, main class. Now, inside this, I had a constructor. C test. I had a constructor. This constructor is private. Now, this private constructor cannot be called outside. Yes or no? Na? This private constructor cannot be called out. Yes or no? Private means will not come out of the class. So private constructor cannot be called. When you cannot call this private constructor, if you try to create one object, C test OB is equal to new C test. Now where is the constructor call here? Sir, this is the constructor call. This is the constructor call. So, you cannot create an object. Yes or no? Na? So, we cannot call constructor means error will come. So, we cannot create object here. See there, let me try this. Now, I am taking one program that is C test. I am taking one program as a C test. I am taking one program. So constructor test anyway, I am taking one class. So C test I am taking. So inside this C test now, I am taking one constructor private. C test I am taking. Now, C test private constructor I took here. Part of main class now. Demo poly 2 here. Demo polymorphism 2 here. I am importing that C test. Import test dot C test. I am trying to create an object here. C test OB is equal to new C test. This is constructor call. Error. The constructor C test is not visible. Error is coming. So when a class is holding private constructor, object cannot be created outside the class. That is the rule. Private constructor will restrict the object creation outside the class, which means we have to create object inside the class. Make a statement. A rule. Private constructor will restrict the object creation, from outside the class. Private constructor will restrict the object creation from outside the class, which means we have to create object inside the class where private constructor is available. Private constructor will restrict the object creation from outside the class, which means we have to create object inside the class where private constructor is available. So this is the rule about your private constructor. So private method you are calling inside the class, no? The same way, private constructor also called inside the class. It's a meaning actually. Now see that. So this is error. You cannot create object. Error. So private cannot be called outside. Suppose in C test now, example, in C test, I had one method here. Suppose I had one method here. The method is display. I had one method display of some int k. This method is public method anyway. Instance public method. Instance method. Instance method is accessed by the object, no? Yes or no? Right. Now you have to create object for that class actually. If I want to create object for the class, it is not allowing me. Now the input of k I will keep here now. Input k value. Whenever the input k value is there in that class, I must access the display, no? Yes or no now? I want display method or not now? Whenever I want to access display method, I must create object. Object not coming because private constructor is there. Then how, sir? You must bring that object reference outside like this. Here, I will create object here. C test OB is equal to new C test. Now this is constructor call. Object can be created inside the class, no problem. Right. Okay. The statement is private constructors are used to construct singleton classes. Make a statement. Note. Private constructors are used to construct singleton classes. Singleton classes. Private constructors are used to construct singleton classes. Sir, what is this singleton classes? Define singleton classes. The classes which generate only one object. The classes which generate only one object inside the same class. The classes which generate only one object inside the same class are known as singleton classes. The classes which generate only one object. The classes will have only one object. That object also inside the class only. Such classes we call it as singleton classes. Such classes we call it as singleton classes. Now, to construct this singleton class, we have to follow some rule. That only singleton class design pattern. One question is there. Make it. FAQ. Define singleton class design pattern. Singleton class design pattern. Singleton class design pattern. Singleton class design pattern. The process used, see there, look here. The process used to construct singleton classes using the following components. Means some components we use it. Who are attending 11 AM batch today, the singleton class will come there. DB connection. Yesterday I drawn one diagram, no? Insert DAO, retrieve DAO. I drawn one diagram followed by DB connection. I kept one class there. That class is singleton class only. In real-time market, singleton class only. The singleton class rules we give in the core Java, we write in advanced Java. There also private constructor is coming today. Now, singleton class design pattern. Design pattern means process used to construct. Designing means here constructing. One structure used to construct it. In Java, we had a course, no, design patterns course is there. Design patterns in Java course is there generally. Design patterns means processes used in the real time to use some to construct some applications. We follow some rules generally. Singleton class already definition came. Only one object will come. The object also inside the class only. To construct that singleton class, we use some process, some components that together we call it as a singleton class design pattern like this. The process used to construct singleton class using the following components. The following components is known as singleton class design pattern. The process used to construct singleton class using the following components is known as singleton class design pattern. Sir, what components we are going to use it? 1. Private static reference variable. Private static reference variable. Private constructor. Static method. Private static reference variable, private constructor, and static method. Right, everybody should remember this singleton class. I am constructing one class. The class should have one object. The object also inside the class. Right? Only one object inside the class. To do this process, I am using three components. One is one reference variable, one private constructor, one static method. If we use these three components, and if we can construct one class having a single object inside, the total we call it as a singleton class design pattern. Pattern means some structure or some rule for the construction, we call it as. Where we use this pattern means we use this pattern in advanced. Generally, for your database connection code, we use it. Already we are using in the MVC already. So this is the total we call it as singleton class design pattern. So I must bring this private static reference variable. Reference variable means non-primitive data type variable. Private means accessed by the method inside the class. Static means accessed by the class name. Those are the rules. Private constructor will restrict the object creation from externally. If you try to create object from externally, it will not allow because private constructor will not go out. Static method, object not there also you can access this method. So these are the three flexibilities we had it. Write that one line statements under each. How many of you know Hadoop? You know that Hadoop, one tool is there, you know, Hadoop. Database side, Hadoop and Spark. Once upon a time, they are also very database side they are. That Hadoop people will use this structure. Hadoop is a database related tool that is. Actually, they will come and go. Tools problem that only. Today one tool will be there, tomorrow one more tool will be there. Like this, tools will be changing. So Hadoop one concept is there for us. Not now, not Java concept, other people. That Hadoop people purely depend upon this singleton class concept. After that Spark came, ADF came now, Oracle apps with ADF. So like this, there also some tools are changing again. Tools are changing it out. The tools internally, some designs will be taken from the languages. Some components will be taken from the languages. Because of this reason, whether you understand or not, at because student level, they will not understand what we are saying. Yes or no? Na? Student point of view, what we are saying, they will not understand. We'll ask you to learn Java, learn Python. We say actually. Of course, nowadays Python is coming. Okay, right, leave it. Java is many years is there, no? We ask them to learn Java. They'll think that Venkatesh sir is Java trainer, no? He is promoting Java, they'll think it. Actually, if we speak more also, there is a problem. If I speak more also, Venkatesh sir anyway Java only, he promotes Java, they'll think it. But actually, why we say this? This is language only. In this language, many tools will be there actually. That's the point. Now, Oracle apps ADF run on a tool. If you take this Oracle app ADF people, they run on Java. Selenium already running on Java. Android already running on Java. Your ERP tools will be there. CRMs, PeopleSoft, CRM tools. That ERP tools will be there. That ERP tools also running on Java. Now SAP, of course, your Naresh Shetty run SAP courses. SAP will have some 56 modules will be there. Among that one, ABAP one model is there. In ABAP, JCY is there. This is linked to Java. Like this today, DevOps, development operational tools. Right? There also, again, Java link is there. So these many people linked to Java. Instead of catching the tools as a carrier, then why don't you catch Java? Parent. That only we say. Difference you got it, no? Freshers catch root, we say. After learning the root, remaining you put as a carrier. because root will be there with you, no? Freshers means when compared to experiences, of course, domain purpose, they'll be very fast. Domain related means if any 6 years experience Java developer is there, he'll be very faster generally. In his domain only, one boundary will be there for him. He'll be very fast there. You are fresher. Fresher will be more learning than this experience. Means fresher can learn more. If he can work hard, he can learn more. Because recently you will come with your education institutes, no? Still you are in the learning mode. In the learning mode, you must catch the hardest one, not the easiest one. That only we say. Easiest one, after 40 plus years also, you can learn it. Easiest one. Easiest one, throughout the life, it is easy only. No? Why to waste the time there? Difference you are getting. Always you must catch the hardest when you are fresher. Young ages, no. Young ages means you will be tuned very fastly. Generally, because we say that it indirectly to you. If you say directly also, problem only for us. Standing on the, if I say directly also, sorry is promoting, they'll say, other trainers will scold me. Because I will not say, I'll say indirectly, that only concept. Today, why I am speaking means Hadoop came, Spark came. You can see that board. You can see the top. Backside one board is there. Spark is there or not now? Spark came, Hadoop came, ADF. That all will come and go. But base will not go. That is called Java. Among that, one model is a singleton class model, because we are asking the freshers to catch the parents. When your learning mode is there, you catch this. If you ask your brothers and sisters, they'll say these names only. Hadoop is very popular, go for Hadoop, because he is working there. So go with Spring Boot with Microsoft, because very hard, because they are working there. In there, but you have to come down and catch the root. That only we say it. So if we catch the root, updations very easy, you can learn it. That only point. Among that, few models are very popular. This model, singleton class model, will play very important for many tools. Make it. Private static reference variable. Private static reference variable will hold. Private static reference variable will hold. Will hold object reference, if not reversely. Reference of object created inside the class. Private static reference variable will hold reference of object created inside the class. Whenever you create object inside the class, the reference is available on one variable. The variable must be private and static. Static means class level. Private means accessed by the methods of same class. Private constructor. Private constructor. Private constructor. Private constructor will restrict the object creation from externally, and which is executed when the object is created inside the class. Private constructor will restrict the object creation from externally, and which is executed when the object is created inside the class. Static method. Static method is used to access the reference of object outside the class. Static method is used to access the reference of object outside the class. Static method is used to access the reference of object outside the class. Static method is used to access the reference of object. Means static method will support you to access the reference outside the object, because reference is inside, no? Right? If you want to bring this reference outside, one static method will support you. When the reference comes out, automatically you can access the methods. Right? That only. So these are the three components used to construct one singleton class. See there. Just now I said, take one display method, which is instance method inside the class. Okay. So take one public void display of some int k, one method. The system dot out dot println. Now display of k. Now system dot out dot println the value k is equal to plus k. Now this method should come out now. We must access this method. Whenever you want to access this method, object should come out first. So here we are creating object. Here C test OB is equal to new C test. So this object should come out. To get this object outside, we are using one method, get reference. One method is there. This method return type is C test, and the method is a static method. Static method can be accessed outside or not now? Static method can be accessed outside. Now using this static method can be accessed outside. So static method can be called by the class name directly, you can call it. By the class name you can call directly. So this is moreover public method only. Public method will come out. This is public only. This is public only. Public static method. Now this get reference method will bring this reference outside. See how it brings now. Now here private constructor, this is reference variable. Here one method. So public C test get reference. Now this variable is private, this variable is static. This variable is private, this variable is static. Now here RETURN return OB. All of you observe this now, right? This class object created internally. Object is created here. This is object creation. This is object creation. Object created or not now? See there. One object created. After object creation now, using this method, we are calling the, means we are accessing the reference, means returning the reference. Now see there, go to main class here. we can access that method directly. ctest dot public ctest dot 1 minute. Now this is public method ctest poly2 ctest dot get reference. I forget it. This one must be static or not now? Yes or no? This is static method. Now this static method accessed by the class name. Right. This is accessing object reference. Now this get reference method will access the reference available here. Now using this ob.display, I can enter the k value. Here import java.util. I can create object for scanner. S is equal to new scanner of system dot in s dot close here system dot out dot println. Enter the value of k. Now int k is equal to s dot next int. Display that. Y means the input is in the dpoly1. I am using one method and accessing the reference. All of you understood this? All of you understood this? Right. I am accessing get reference method will access the reference outside. So answer will come. So private constructor is there. This much of construction you must do. So the process used to construct all this is pattern, one pattern. That only singleton class design pattern. Now, sir, this new operator should run only once. Of course, here also it is running only once. Anyway, it is running only once. New operator executed only once because I created only once there. Okay, right. But even then, your other says the point is, this new keyword, you keep in one static block. You keep in one static block. Now the static block runs how many times, Sandy? How many times the static block runs? Only once, no? Yes or no? Na? Static block means one time executable component with highest priority while class loading. So new keyword will run only once and load it onto OB. This OB null, until then we keep null. Until object is created, we post muted me. Right, look here. Look here. Now, this is private constructor. You write this variable first based on the nodes. This is one private static reference variable. This is one private constructor. This is one static method. If these three are available means that is singleton class design pattern, and object is created inside the same class generally. Object is created inside and the reference will come out using one method. This total concept we call it as singleton class design pattern concept. So this one, singleton class design pattern. This approach is singleton class design pattern approach. All of you understood this? So finally the conclusion is define private constructor. One interview question is there. Define private. Actually the question is what is the difference between static constructor, private constructor, final constructor? Actually there is a question. So in the student, in the flow, he will be explaining all. But actually static constructor not there, final constructor not there, private constructor is available. That is the answer actually. Then after saying that private constructor available, then he must say private constructor is executed when the object is created inside the same class. What is the advantage? Then you will ask it. Then you must say we can construct singleton classes. We can construct. What is singleton class? The class which generate only one object inside the same class is known as a singleton class. If we can stop there, no problem. If not, he say, what is singleton class design pattern? You say, means in the process of constructing one singleton class, I'll use three components. One is reference variable, private static reference variable, one private constructor, one static method. Then they'll ask, what is static method? Using that static method, I'll bring the reference outside the class. The reference what is available there, I can bring that reference outside. Whenever if we can bring the reference outside, you can access the methods of the class. That's the concept. So this all together speaking about private constructor, very, 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 very important. Because static constructor not there, final constructor also not there. Private constructor is available. What is its importance? That's the program. So anyway, the answer is coming. So read this concept bit carefully. So here some diagram. Here doubt will come. Why use a static block? Actually static block is not mandatory, but to run this new keyword only once, I had an option block. Static block will be executed only once. So if you use static block now, that object creation can be done only once. So we can use a static block there. So diagram. In example program, we had ctest.java, demo poly2.java. This is main class. Right. The points. So where we use these singleton classes generally, singleton classes are used in DAO layer. In DAO layer, singleton class only. For database connection codes, we use singleton class. Singleton class means only once the object should be created. Okay, right. Now make a shading. Private classes. One more concept is there. Private classes. The classes which are declared with private keyword are known as private classes. The classes which are declared with private keyword are known as private classes. The classes which are declared with private keyword are known as private classes. Look here, private classes means only inner classes. Outer classes cannot be private. So private classes can be declared only as inner classes. Private classes can be declared as only inner classes. Only inner classes. Private classes can be declared only as inner classes, which means outer classes cannot be private. Which means outer classes cannot be private. You are a master in inner classes or not? Yes or no? Na? All are perfect in inner classes, no? Nobody is lifting the head and toughest chapter, no? Inner class, yes or no? Na? Toughest means what you will do? I will not open the book, sir. I never look, sir. Toughest means you must practice. And one technique is there. At that point you note it and keep it. What is hardest? You try to be the leader of it. You will have a great opportunity. The statement I am making today. If market is saying harder, you try to be the master there. So nobody will be there. You will be the leader. Easiest way means all will go. Why you are going there? Difference you getting or not now? If anything harder means inner class in core Java, but practice more. Among 100%, among 100 people, 90 are weaker in inner class. Then why don't you be among the 10, why don't you be? Definitely will help you. That model is available. Without model in core Java chapter will not come. Understood this point? So, easiest is there, you don't go. Hardest is there, practice more. The success will come bit early to you. The statement should be noted. Anyway, see there, I am writing this program. Suppose I will take one class. Subclass I am taking. One subclass I am taking. Already you know the inner classes, but I am writing private inner classes I am writing. Already you know all the models, maximum models I will give it. Because this one also I am writing. You can check any other books also. This model they will not write it. But even then I will write it. Because if you open my notebook, all models should be available. Core Java book no. In core Java book means all models you are using or not using as secondary. But you must have all models there. Because I will be recording and going. See there, I will take one class. The class I will take it as a subclass. So this is outer class. This is outer class. I will take this outer class as private. I will take it. If I take outer class as private, error will come. Illegal modifier for the class subclass only public or abstract or final permitted here. So means what? Private outer classes not there. Only public is there. So inside this I am taking one private static class subclass 1. I am taking static. This is one inner class. I am taking private class I am taking subclass 2. This is one inner class. Private variable not coming outside the class. Private method not coming outside the class. Private constructor not coming outside the class. Private class also will not come. When the private inner classes are there, we have to create objects inside the same class. That only concept. Here, I will take one method. Public void m1. I will take it. Some int x, roughly one variable. Now system.out.println. Here, I'll take m1 of x. I will take it. Now system.out.println. The value x is equal to plus x. I'll take some m2 here. I'll take some m2 of y. This is m2. The point. Now generally you cannot create objects outside because the class's reflection will not come out. Reflections are not there. So what you have to do now? Wherever the inner class is there only create object. Subclass 1 OB1 is equal to new subclass 1. I am creating object or not now? I created object inside now. Observe this point, right? So here, public means they'll come out anyway. So subclass 2 is equal to OB2 is equal to new subclass 2. I am creating object there only. Right? Okay. Now after this one now, I'll come out. I'll come to main class. Means here only I am creating objects. For understanding purpose, here I took one class, that is subclass 1. I took it as static. I took void m1 of x. So this is, I took instance. So I created object here only. Subclass 1 OB1 is equal to new subclass 1. I created object. I took one static private. This is private class. Subclass 2. Here void m2 of this is non-static. This is instance. Subclass 2 OB2 is equal to new subclass 2 created object. Now I declared classes inside, I declared objects also inside, because that private classes will not come out to create objects. They are inside, I created there. Whether the objects are coming out or not, let me catch it now. Right, okay. Now here I'll go with the main class. Demo poly 3, I will take it. Import test dot subclass. I am creating outer class object. Subclass OB is equal to new subclass. This is outer class object. Using this outer class object, OB1 dot M1. Answer is coming or not now? Right. OB2 dot M2. 123. Right. See there. Now, error is coming now. The type subclass dot subclass 1 is not visible. Understood this point or not now? It is not coming out. Here I'm giving a reflection, but it is not giving out. So that classes are not coming out. Even through the object references also they are not coming out. Then what you have to do, sir, means see there. I must take one. I must take here one more public class access. One more class I am taking, access. Inner class I am taking. So I am having one more class, access. I am trying with one more class, access. I am trying with one more class, access. I am trying. Access. One inner class. So inside this inner class, let me keep these variables inside. Whether they will come or not, let me access. Access. Now, inside this we had a method. Public void access. Using this OB1 dot M1, OB2 dot M2. At last they are not allowing that access outside. Now I'll create object for access. First let me finish off, I'll explain once again. So these are errors. Access subclass dot access OB is equal to OB dot new access. Using that OBJ dot access. This much of complexity is there, observed or not now, right? So, inner classes. I'll explain this, don't worry. I'll add the code. Tomorrow I'll explain 10 minutes to you. Generally very complex code. I said no. Inner classes means very complex code. And moreover, inner classes are for protection. Because language means not only few models, some models has to give the very complex code for protection also. So inner classes especially for protection, because this much layers will be there. I'll add this program, just run income, try to decode once how it is available. Tomorrow I'll explain for 10 minutes, then final keyword. Okay, right? So take a break. I'll add this code to you. Here, diagram, I will add it. So example program. Here I took one subclass dot Java demo poly 3 dot Java. This is one. main class. Right. Diagram. Example program. Here I took one subclass dot Java, demo poly 3 dot Java. This is main class. Right. Take a break for today. Tomorrow I'll explain that private inner class. If I have a private inner class, what are the rules to be followed? Okay, right. Take a break. Thank you very much for today.